When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the heavenly messengers with him, then he will sit on his glorious throne. Before him will be gathered all the nations, and he will separate people one from another, as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. And he will place the sheep on his right, but the goats on the left. Then the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father. Inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world." Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light.
Shalom, family, and welcome to this new day that Yah has made. It's a joy and a delight to walk in the path of righteousness with our Chief Shepherd, the Most High Yah. All the videos here on Yah's little sheep are to bring the sheep to the shepherd. There are times when a shepherd must correct the sheep with the staff, which we call lamed in Hebrew. Today is not a lesson, but a straight talk to make some corrections in the herd. Not too long ago, many of the sheep went running to another pasture. And took a shot from a stranger shepherd. Now to find out men's hearts are failing them from fear.
So we get hypertensive disease, 36%, ischemic heart disease, 69%, pulmonary heart disease, 62%, heart failure, 973%.
Many have fallen into a trap thinking that voting a certain candidate into office will cause some positive change to come.
Let's turn to Washington. President-elect Trump making his picks known for Energy Secretary, also the head of the FTC.
Jeremiah 17:5 tells us, "Thus said Yah, cursed is the man who trusts in man and makes flesh his arm."
Success will bring us together. I've seen that.
And whose heart turns away from Yah. Several times we're warned not to put our trust in man. So neither should we put our trust in a political representative. Yah said he will heal this land. So we need this talk with the lamed in hand, the shepherd's staff, to make corrections. Let's take a moment to view this short video.
Black voters will play a key role in the outcome of the 2024 presidential election this November. Joining us to talk more about Biden's announcement and how it will impact black voters is Dr. Carla Braley with Texas Southern University. Good morning. Thank you so much for your time.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
A busy weekend, a lot of news to discuss, a lot of moving parts, and still a lot of unknowns when it comes to this particular matter. Talk to us about the historical significance of Vice President Harris potentially becoming the first black female presidential nominee.
Well, it's a matter of time. I really believe she will be the Democratic nominee, and I'm hoping to be successful in that. I want to do a shout out to President Biden for just having the courage to make the decision that he did. He told us a long time ago that he would keep his promises. In terms of black voters and how they turned out and how black women have continued to turn out over the years. I think what we're going to see is black women, people are going to be organized around her nomination and to support her. We know that black women have been the heart of the Democratic Party. And they've had a pattern for not only showing up, but organizing to be ready. And I think the beauty of Vice President Kamala Harris is she would be ready on day one. She's a not only had the experience before being vice president, but now with the experience that she's acquired, she's ready.
It's people like this that a few of the chosen have been watching and being led into casting a vote in this wicked, satanic, Babylonian system. This country helps many other nations, even illegal immigrants, but won't lift one finger to help us.
Siddiqui is receiving some money from a Houston family, which he plans to use toward buying a car. Abdul Aman Siddiqui had celebrated Thanksgiving before on American military bases in Afghanistan. But tonight, he is at an Afghan restaurant in Houston, Texas.
Think about this for a moment, Yisrael. Our people have been known to be followers of wickedness all the way back to coming out of Egypt. Throughout each captivity, our people have adopted the customs of our captors. Now being scattered to the four corners of the earth in this last captivity, our people have adopted many cultures of the enemies. Now that we're here again in the season of the witches, we, the chosen, must be careful not to participate in the celebrations of these holy days. Each of these days that the world is celebrating has a God within it.
Every year, millions of people around the country spill into streets, dressed as fairies, goblins, characters from their favorite movie franchise, and everything in between, partying and making mischief. But outside of a good time, how many know why they do it?
Did you know the Thanksgiving story has a darker side? In the next few seconds, you'll uncover the hidden truth of betrayal and violence. The traditional story paints a peaceful picture. Families gather, feasting together with joy. But what if I told you there's more to it? Behind the scenes, Native Americans faced betrayal. They suffered from conflict and violence. Peaceful relations were shattered by broken promises. Their land was taken, their people oppressed. History often forgets these harsh realities.
The high day of ancient sun worship historically occurred every December 25th, when the sun displayed its unconquerability, when it began to rise higher in the sky following the winter solstice. Hence, December 25th was celebrated as the sun's birthday. This pagan religious practice was the first historical observance of December 25th as being a holy day.
The truth about New Year's Day is that January the 1st was not the first New Year. According to the Bible, Yahuwah gave the first New Year to the Israelites.
We, the chosen, must know the truth behind these holidays and not celebrate their pagan gods. We must come out of Babylon and worship the Most High Yah only. In previous lessons, we mentioned that this world is receiving record-breaking storms. The world chooses to call them natural disasters when there's nothing natural about any of these disasters.
As we take a look at what we've seen so far this month, temperatures have been very hot, much hotter than average, ranging anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees above average for this time of the year.
ABBA YAH controls the winds, the waves in the ocean, and even controls the storms in our lives. There are people who are trying to make America great again.
Sangamon County authorities released body camera video that shows the moment a sheriff's deputy shot and killed a woman who called 911 for help.
To breaking news, new details in the death investigation surrounding Javion McGee, a man found dead with a rope around his neck in Vance County.
We're going to turn our country around. We're going to make it so great, so strong, so powerful. We're going to bring it all back.
America was never great for the chosen sheep of Yah, but yet some have put their trust in a system that was made by the enemy.
And buddy, let me tell you something. That X is a Christian symbol. That X is Andrew up on that cross. Because Andrew knew that the first three words of Christ's name in Greek meant it was an honorable thing.
This is why we are having this straight talk, Israel. We've been stripped down to nothing, to the point that we will go and join in with the enemy. Tehillim, Psalms 83, verses 2 to 5. For look, your enemies make an uproar, and those hating you have lifted up their head. They craftily plot against your people and conspire against your treasured ones. They have said, come and let us wipe them out as a nation, and let the name of Israel be remembered no more. For they have conspired together with one heart. They have made a covenant against you. As a whole, we have been stripped of our name, our land, our beliefs, our diet, and the list goes on. We are down to nothing, Israel. So now we turn to our enemies for help. When 2 Chronicles 7:14 tells us to turn back to Yah, so that He will heal the land. This was just a straight talk to help keep the eyes of the sheep open during these dark times. 1 Peter chapter 5, verses 8 and 9 reminds us to be sober and watchful, because your adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Resist him, firm in the belief, knowing that same hardships are experienced by your brotherhood in the world. As we bring this to a close, please pay very close attention to the words read in Psalms 1.
Psalms, Tehillim, chapter 1. Baruch is the man who shall not walk in the counsel of the wicked, and shall not stand in the path of sinners, and shall not sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the Torah of Yahuwah, and he meditates in his Torah day and night. For he shall be as a tree planted by the rivers of water, that yields its fruit in its season, and whose leaf does not wither, and whatsoever he does prospers. The wicked are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind blows away. Therefore the wicked shall not rise in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For Yahuwah knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked comes to naught.
And for our final thoughts, we will leave you with Psalms 121.
I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from Yah, maker of the Shamayim and earth. He does not allow your foot to be moved. He who watches over you does not slumber. See, he who is guarding Yisrael neither slumbers nor sleeps. Yah is your guard. Yah is your shade at your right hand. The sun does not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. Yah guards you from all evil. He guards your being. Yah guards your going out and your coming in, now and forever.
And to all those who made it here today, we ask that you seek Yah first in everything. We are to put our trust in no man. It does not matter if he stands behind a pulpit with a whole lot of degrees and speak every language known to man and have millions of followers. It doesn't matter if the person is of any different color and promises to make America great again. Put your trust in no man. Even if our families celebrate the holidays and get mad as fire because we don't participate, we're not to join in with them. Let them celebrate the gods of this world. We are a chosen people who only worship the Most High Yah, our Chief Shepherd. Let's spend some one-on-one time with ABBA YAH today, with both ears fully open. The shepherd knows what's best for the sheep. The sheep must be in complete obedience to stay inside the fence of protection. We will leave some helpful links below. Please feel free to leave a positive comment. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video. The next time these wicked rulers want to act as though they own the whole world, just remember, Yah says,
My hands have made both heaven and earth. They and everything in them are mine. I, Yah, have spoken.
Shalom, and stay strong.